brace yourself. Let's talk for a minute about core bracing during your squats and during your deadlifts, okay? Let's talk about the number one thing that people do wrong. When you're getting ready to do a squat, they stick their butt out like this. That's the first move they make. Well, now I get it. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to move with the hips first, okay? But what you do is you throw your hips back and you automatically turn off your core and then put a lot of pressure on your low back, okay? And over time, that's really, really gonna hurt, okay? So, although we still wanna move with our hips first, okay, we gotta make sure that we keep the low abs and the whole entire core really engaged, okay? So how do we do that, all right? So what you wanna think about is you wanna think about turning the hips, and instead of turning the hips back, which is called an anterior pelvic tilt, we wanna roll them forward and keep your hips underneath your center of gravity, okay? So by doing that, we're tightening up the low abs and make it right around your belly button, tight like a brick, okay? Another thing we can do is you wanna think about compressing your whole entire core by bringing your chest and your hips together, bring them this way, okay? So when I do that, right, I can still move my hips back, okay? I can still make sure my hips are the first movement, but I'm not losing any core stability and core strength in my low abdomen, right? Because our low abdomen is responsible. If we do this, right, this low abdomen turns off, but if we keep it braced, that stays stiff, okay? The second thing we need to think about is your upper back, right? So we keep our upper back nice and tight, and we keep our middle back tight, while we keep our low abdomen tight. Now we have a full brace, a full body belt, okay? Our core is our natural belt, okay? We want to be able to keep from back here all the way to the center and around, all tight, okay? While we do our squats and our deadlift and our hips move back, okay? And that's gonna keep us from throwing our hips back like this, okay? So this is a core turned off, pressure on the low back. This is a core turned on, no pressure on the low back, core tight, and I can still move through my range of motion, okay? So learn how to brace your core correctly in order to have safe squats and deadlifts and stronger squats and deadlifts. Brace yourself.